This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. Today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite trades, Tesla, TSLA. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, market, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, Tesla daily, weekly chart. Now, before we get started here, Tesla here is they had to redo all the ranges here on their batteries on all the cars, because the government regulations, what they did is they took them out and they did like for normal driving. And they found out that there's no way that, say you're going to get 300 miles, you're really not getting 300 miles, you're getting probably like 270 out of that here. So they had to adjust everything down on all their passenger cars. And now the Cybertruck, which is a pretty good demand. The problem I see with this is going to be, can they make the Cybertrucks out there for the demand? Right now, it's a very, very slow process. And another thing about these Cybertrucks, they're going to be anywhere between 80 and 100,000. And I don't know about a real truck. It's more like a conversation piece kind of a situation. So that's what we have to look at. And I think another thing of what people will look at on these Cybertrucks is what are the insurance rates, because these are stainless steel like the DeLorean. Okay, so you can't fix this. You have to replace the panels. So this is going to be, insurance is going to be right off the hook here, high. And then you got to figure these batteries last probably about 8 years. And then for that one there, you're probably looking at replacing that about $15,000, $20,000. Okay, so everybody's going to eventually take that into consideration. Now, the EV sales here, they went up. They went up pretty good here. They went up to about 750,000, up to about 1.3 million in sales here last year for an overall. So there is some interest. The question is the pricing on all these vehicles. They're getting very, very high, 60, 70, 80,000. And then you have to look at the resale. The resale just is not there, because if you know the battery's going to last, 8 years and you drive for 5 years, are you going to want to buy this and knowing that maybe this battery is good for 3 years, and how do I get rid of this vehicle? Now, so you have to take all that in consideration here. And then also Tesla, they lowered prices on all, to get the market share, which I understand, but you're not going to have that cash like you were, when the prices are higher. Now, all that being said, I'm a fan of Musk. I'm a fan of Tesla. However, on this site here, we don't really care, if the stock goes up or stock goes down. If it goes up here, we can see where the charts say go up, then we trade TSLA. If it says it's going to go down here, we go TSLS here. So all we care about is how do we make money off of this. So let's take a look here at the charts. Now you can see here how this basically you double topped here in this situation here. You had a high, you had a lower high, and then there you had a nice double top going on right here. Now, when you look at this overall here, I always point out this 8 SMA. See how that's curled down? You blow your 21-day, your 100-day, and you're headed for that 50 SMA. Now, what the key level right here is going to be this 200-day moving average. You're sitting at 231.01. Now, if that is lost here, then we can come down to this price channel here, which is basically 228.20, which is this candle right here. Now, there is a gap, okay, right here. So you're looking at 226.54, and then we have a fill going on here at 225.40. So you got a gap and a fill here if this is lost. Now, the big picture here is also going to be here on this 50-day, which is sitting at 224.57. And then right below that, we have the 200-day sitting at 217.60. So there is a lot of support here between this 200 SMA here and between the gap and the fill and between this 50 SMA here and this 200-day. There is a lot of support level. Again, if that is all lost, then we can follow these candles all the way on down here, where you got basically 211 here. This candle here, you got 206 here. We have 205.69. This gap is filled here, but then you have a big retest down here, all the way down on this low here. You got 104.67. And then you could come actually all the way down here to the 101.81. That's when he had to sell shares to put it into the that X or whatever that is there. So, we have good support here. Now, on the upside, you really want to watch this 50 SMA here. This sitting at 236.59, and then right above it is this key 8 SMA here at 239.90. We have this 100-day here at 241. 79, and then we have the 02 4640, which is your 21 SMA here. Again, if you can get above that, then we can go and probably maybe retest here. But there is a lot of resistance here. And when this 8-day comes down, like it does like on crude oil or natural gas or however I showed you here, that is going to be a very, very big factor here. But the key to watch is going to be this 200-day on a closing basis and this price channel right here at 228.20. If that is lost here, then we want to go to this gap and this fill. And then we have this 50 SMA here, and then we have the 200-day SMA here at 217.60. Now, when we look at the RSI here, well, that's got room to go here on the bottom here with no problem. And we did have a negative divergence. So when you look at here at this high here, okay, and then we made a high here. We made a higher high in this candle here, but you notice you had a negative diversion, a lower low here. So that is a negative divergence. That's the first tell that's going to say this is going to come right on down. So you always want to watch your RSI here because there's a lot of good tells in here. Now, when you look at your MACD, well, that what did it do? It came down. I mean, it's negative right now. Your green is below your red here. That is not good. As far as the situation here goes. So we got to see how this all shakes out. Now, the earnings are coming up here after the 20th here of this month. So we got to see how this all going to shake out. Now, they had pretty good deliveries here on their vehicles, and they pretty much met their expectations. The key is, can you keep on doing it? And what is about the situation in China? Now, China's trying to produce their own electric EVs, and they're doing a really good job at it because they're doing a quality car at a lot lower price, anywhere from 20 to 35,000. And it's really, you look at the car I seen in the auto show, really, really beautiful here. And one thing I thought was pretty funny here is I was watching YouTube videos here on the Tesla Cybertruck, and I noticed that it got stuck in the snow a couple times because of the weight of that vehicle. It's just super heavy, and it had the Ford F-150 pulling this truck right on out, trying to get it out of the snow, which it pulled it out with no problems. Now, again, you could blame that like on the tire situation, but remember, their tires are designed to go on the road to give you the longest distance here on your battery. Once you start putting an off-road tire on that, well, then you're going to dramatically cut down on that battery life. Another thing is what really kills the battery is cold weather and actually hot weather because you're running your air conditioner, and so that really drains it pretty good here. So I'm not really sold on these EVs here. I don't own one. I have a friend that owns one. He seems to really like it. So we got to see, if it is going to be like for a longer term thing. But until they can get a whole distribution center with the charging and everything like that and get some good mileage here, I'm going to stick with the vehicles that I have. And I have too many as it is right now. So again, just watch this key 200 SMA here. If that's lost, then we come right down here to this price channel, and then we have the gap to fill, and then we could go lower. So then you want to watch this 50 SMA here and your 200 SMA. All right, that's what I got for you on your Tessie. Thanks for watching.